All right, what's up, team? We are going to be remaking Slope in Unreal Engine today. Super hyped on this one. Played Slope a bunch growing up, so really excited to get into this one. But yeah, let's just hop right into it. First things first, though, is we're gonna drop in, and you have a simple left to right movement, and it really does just feel all physics based. I will say the one thing that we probably won't get to is that all of these levels are procedurally generated. So I probably won't be able to get around to that right now, but it will definitely be good for later down the road if we want to do an update to the game, if I want to take a swing at procedural generating, because I've never done that before, so that'd be pretty interesting. Wish I could go at like half the speed, but basically we have left to right movement, physics-based velocity, speed ups, slanted obstacles, skinny winding obstacles, and then those tunnels. Kill blocks, fall off side, reset, and then at the end of every obstacle is a ramp. Oh, we didn't even get this far. There's these moving ones too. Probably just keep it simple for right now. Again, this is just supposed to be like a quick video, nothing too crazy. Oh, if we get to a point that we really like at 106. Let's see it. Let's see the scores. Put them in the comments. List of mechanics. Not too deep. Again, I just want to reiterate, I'm not going to be creating the procedural aspect of the game. More so just the mechanics of it. So yeah, we're just going to hop into the development now and basically just get to work on it. So let's get into it. Basically show you guys the absolute start from the finish. So we're going to launch 5.44 is the version of the engine we're going to use. And the nice thing about Slope is there's really no camera movement, right? It's just left to right and we're staying with the ball. Really quick, just to kind of get out of the third person template map, let's just create a new map. So first things first, let's just get a little ground in here. To show you guys what I did to kind of just create a separate character class that just uses the ball. What I initially did, what I learned from, was I duplicated this character mesh and then I just replaced the character with a sphere. But then you're not able to get rid of this character mesh because the default third person that you are given is built off of a character class. And we actually don't want our ball to be a character because it doesn't have legs and it's not like a bipedal, I believe it's called. So you just want to use a pawn. And so that's what I did. So I'm actually going to delete this one. As you could tell with these little icons, this one's a little character and this one's a pawn. So we're just going to delete the character that I made. And then we have our ball here. And so all I did was opened up our ball blueprint. And then I just took the code of the add the input mapping, right? And I just threw that here, which gives us our enhanced input system. And then I just took the movement input from the base character class and I brought it over. And this will get changed around. I'm gonna mess with this. But just so you guys can see, this is the functionality. Super simple, right? We're actually going to get rid of the forward and back and have it just be left and right. So a big reason why I wanted to recreate Slope is because I actually tried to take a swing at this when I was in university, and I was trying to basically just recreate Slope but without physics. I think I just didn't know how to use physics in Unity at the time. We were working in Unity. and I was trying to recreate slope. And so basically I made this super crude version of slope inside Unity, and we had to present it to our class. And if you've ever worked in Unity, when you're creating a movement system, you have to multiply, or honestly, if anything's moving in your game, you have to multiply your movement. I believe it's called by like the times delta or something. And basically what it is this, it's this time that is the same across all machines. And so if your movement is multiplied by it, it is it'll be the same on every other machine. But what I was doing was multiplying my movement by my machine's time. And so that's what I had in my code. And so at the time I didn't know that this was going to be an issue, and we had to present our game. And so I had this super crude version of slope. But if you are using your machine's time, then your game's going to run different on every machine. Like your movement speed is going to change depending on how strong the machine is. My teacher had this beefed up computer at the front of the class that we were, all testing our games on. And I boot up slope, or my crude version of slope, whatever the hell I built. And I boot it up. You're going down this first slope, you hit the first ramp, and it just shoots off into space. And I was just like, oh, dude, I was in front of the whole class, and I just watched this ball just go into outer space in my game. So this is kind of my redemption, getting to make this right now. But yeah, so what we're gonna do now is we are creating a left and a right input action, or left, and we're gonna go IA_right. And I believe all we're gonna have to do here is just add a pulse or a force. We'll see though. Maybe we just add 20 here, or not to the Z, but to the X. Maybe it does that for you by using it as the target. Correct. I was doing too much. Sometimes things are simpler than you think. I kinda like that. It's hard, for sure. Let's make it 1,000. Just go crazy. Let's just get crazy for a second. Yeah, now this is starting to feel like what impulse feels like. I think I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it at force. I don't totally know though. Maybe if you guys have the answer, if you know what the actual difference between force and impulse is, let me know in the comments. I don't totally know what the whole difference there would be. Alright, making good time though, guys. We're about an hour into the video, and this is where we're at. Very good. But yeah, so let's create an obstacles folder. And let's go blueprint class actor. We're gonna call this BP underscore call it a kill block. So how we created our kill block, basically the red block in slope. Once you've added your block to your blueprint and it's up there, you're gonna go to hover over functions and hit this override. And then all you wanna do is get the hit event. And then off of the hit event, as long as you've created your interface, you can now drag off of this and look for reset player. It's whatever this function is in your interface, okay? So we're gonna split it, and then there's hit actor. Hit actor is going to return your ball, because when the ball hits this block, it's just returning what actor hit the block. And every time it's gonna be the ball, right? So since the hit actor is the ball, that's gonna be the target of our reset player, which therefore now sends to our BP ball. So now inside BP ball, what you wanna do is go to your implemented interfaces and add the interface that you created. Ours is called interface death. I'm just gonna look up death. Boom. Once you do that, you're gonna see right there in interfaces, something's gonna pop up, whatever the function is that you defined inside here. Make sure these are all the same because this is all the same function. This is the definition, this is the implementation, and this is the calling of it. Okay. What you can do now off of this, right, is you can reset the player's position. So you're going to get the player's current position. So get the world, actually, no, we're not going to get it. We're going to set the world location. And remember before, we saved our start location. So we're just going to get that. And boom, start it there. So now you'll see once we hit this, we're going to start back at the top. Kill block. So now we get a point, get a second point, and reset us to 0. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna set up what are called level instances. If you've ever worked in Unity, there's something called prefabs, and they're like essentially like pre-built. It's a pre-built collection of either static meshes or kind of whatever you want. So I guess Unreal Engine uses level instances, they're called. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna bring this out. So we're in a new map, or a new level, you could call it. And what I'm gonna do here is create one of our obstacles we want. So this is our first level instance and it is called 3 block. So now what we'll do is I can open our slope map and I will create a new level instance and I will call for 3 block. And here we go. So I'm gonna go through and just set up most of the ones I want to use for the game. Okay, so kind of just grinded there for like an hour, and all we did was just create the different types of platforms. Oh, we might have to go even higher than 150. I don't know. That's sick. That's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. Okay, tight. Alright, what else do I want to do? I want to... Okay, now I want to mess with the lighting. I feel like that's good. Gameplay wise, I'm happy with that. I might up this to 200, but gameplay wise, that feels awesome. I'm actually really happy with that. Okay, so as usual, the audio cut out of the recording, so I'm just gonna talk over just these last few bits, but basically towards the end of the night all I worked on was material shaders, so basically getting that grid texture in, and just kind of changing the color of it. And then I also put in a pixel shader, but I think I ended up taking it out towards the end because I didn't really like it. But if you guys are interested in how I got those are just from YouTube tutorials. The links to those tutorials will be in a Google document down below, where I have the links to everything that I used for this video. And so yeah, that was basically it. You know, we got the core gameplay loop of Slope in. You know, again, we didn't get the procedural in, which is kind of tough, but it's all good. You know, that's what we set out to do, was just get the core gameplay loop. And this was just supposed to be a quick, you know, like chill video, nothing too crazy. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Definitely some more to come. I'm actually going to GDC this upcoming week, so I'm pretty hyped about that. But appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.